It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Daily Southtown newspaper. Happy holidays, folks. We are at Labriola Restaurant, 3011 Butterfield Road in Oak Brook. Fantastic spot. If you haven't been here, you're talking pasta, salads, pizzas, all kinds of great stuff here at Labriola. Great bar area, great patio area. You know, we've been here 4 or 5 times through the years. So Rich Labriola, this is part of Labriola Restaurant Group, offers Stan's Donuts and Labriola Bakery Cafe and Labriola. So got a great show for you tonight, folks. First guest is going to be Tim McDonough, Lewis University baseball coach. He is going into his 12th season, which is hard to believe. He's guided the Flyers to the Great Lakes Valley Conference tournament 5 of the last 9 seasons, I should say. In 2013, the Flyers won a program record 23 GLVC games, so that's getting it done. And amazingly, him and his wife, Amy, 10 children. That's a lot of mouths to feed right there, folks. So he's going to be our first guest. We're going to talk Flyers baseball. Of course, I am an 89 Lewis graduate, so this is close to my heart. And we're also going to have Anna Camillus, Director of Sales at Labriola Restaurant Group, and we're going to talk all about the Labriola Restaurant Group. So, all right, folks, we're going to go to a beggar's timeout. Remember, join the Big Cheese Loyalty Program. A lot of perks. We come back. Tim McDonough, Lewis University Baseball, will be our guest. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
My experience was nice. It was easy, no pressure, easy sales. The first experience was so good that I kept coming back.
When I arrived to Apple Chevy, I was impressed. Just started with my dad, and then my dad recommended me like, hey, go to Apple Chevy, don't go to a different dealership, they help you out.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, hello and welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, we are at Labriola Restaurant, 3011 Butterfield Road, Oak Brook. We've been out here a few times. Our guest this week, Lewis University baseball coach Tim McDonough. Tim, what's up, my man?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for coming on board.
It's great to be here.
I'm happy you're able to come. You know, we've had Eddie Matthew. When we tape out here, generally Eddie comes out at times. I've invited you in the past, and we've had a conflict, but it's good to have you out here. And keep that Thornton guy, Eddie. You're a St. Lawrence guy. We'll keep it close to home here, Lewis.
Well, I appreciate that. You're not going to get. No one can top Ed Matthew.
No.
So if I can just hold my own in any way, that would be great.
Mr. Wildcat, that's what he is.
Mr. Graybeard.
All right, my man. So you guys open the season February 15th in Nashville. And it's crazy to think that's 3 months away, just about. So what has you most excited about the upcoming season for the Flyers?
Well, we had a great fall. We've got a good senior class that's leading this team. And anytime you can go to Nashville, Tennessee for 3 or 4 days.
In February
while the weather's not so good here, you'll take it. So we're excited about getting out there and just playing games.
All right, well, your first 18 games are on the road. You guys are the road warriors, and 3 of those stops are in Missouri, 3 different locations in Missouri. So besides the warm weather that we talked about, what are some of the pros and cons to starting the season in that regard.
Well, there's not a lot of pros to starting 18 games off on the road. This year, our conference schedule's changed a little bit, and our Lewis University's spring break schedule has changed a little bit. So we're having to divert a little bit from what we normally do. We're not going to be able to make our spring trip to Florida this year. So I had to get a little bit creative in the scheduling, and fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on things, we're going to be spending a lot of time in the state of Missouri in early March.
There are worse spots. There are. All right, so who are some of the key players offensively and on the mound who you really need to step up this year and, get this thing rolling, man?
Yeah. Well, I mean, with baseball, it all starts on the mound, and we're fortunate that we have two senior pitchers this year who had great years as juniors. Pete Hammett was an all-conference performer last year. He runs it up there, 93, 94. Wow. He's one of the best arms in our conference, and we expect him to kind of lead the way. And Blake Marks last year actually had a better season and a better year statistically than Peter did. And so with those two guys at the top of the rotation, we feel like we may have one of the best 1-2 punches in the league.
Wow. Yeah, that's nice to have a nice 1-2 punch like that, my man. For sure. All right, so you have some guys from the Southland, and I cover a lot of Southland baseball, and you've got kids from Lamont, Austin Tittle, you got Chris Eschke from Richards, and Anthony Rios from your alma mater, Lawrence, Jake Lotz, Kurt Dankovich, who I know he's come from Providence, and you got Matt Verdon from St. Rita. He's going to be a sophomore, and Michael O'Brien, I think he's a Joliet Catholic guy, right? Yeah. So how do these guys kind of fit into the success factor? I know Rios being a
Rios
junior this year.
Right? And Rios has been a 3-year starter for us. He's a team captain. He was a team captain, I think, as a sophomore last year, the first sophomore we ever named team captain. So he's been outstanding, and he's one of the top defensive catchers I've ever coached, and certainly one of the best in our league. All those guys you mentioned a lot of guys from the Southland. Me being one of those guys, our bread and butter is that area in recruiting. So all those guys are definitely gonna have a role. OB. We redshirted him last year as a freshman. He might be the most athletic guy that I've coached at Lewis. Wow. Runs a 6'5", 60, can throw 90 across the infield, and we're really excited to see how he does, as a freshman this year. And all those guys are gonna play a role for sure. And they're all good kids. They're all hard workers. It's funny. I joke about Chris Eschke. If you ever need a guy to take one in the face or off the neck, he's your guy.
He's your guy.
He will lay out. He will do whatever he has to do to knock the ball down and make a play. And it's nice to have a guy like that on your team.
That's that Richards attitude, man.
For sure.
Playing for Brian Woods. That's
and
how
Jeff,
they roll.
And Jeff too.
That too, man.
Right.
Absolutely, man.
Right.
All right, so you got a nice incoming freshman class here, man. I mean, Andrew Tennyson from Sandburg, he could swing it, nice left-handed stick, and Julian Everett, another left-handed stick from Lincoln Way East. How excited about these guys?
Really excited. Both had a great fall. You never know with freshmen coming in. You think you've got a pretty good idea when you see them in the summer circuit and with their high school, and both, exceeded expectations. Tennyson swung the bat really well this fall. And as I was telling you beforehand, he's going to be somebody on the mound that's going to pitch some meaningful innings for us. Julian right now has earned himself into the starting lineup as a freshman. So both those guys are going to have an impact in this program for many years.
Yeah, that's awesome too. I think the way things are now, Tim, people think if I don't get a D1 and Lewis is an NCAA Division II school, they're going to just come right in as freshmen and walk in, and there's going to be no competition. I'm that good, but people need to see how good of baseball, the Great Lakes Valley Conference is, and Division II level, man. It's an adjustment. It's a huge step up.
It is a huge step up. I tell recruits all the time, you need to come out and see college baseball games at all levels and get an idea. And it's funny, you mentioned the Great Lakes Valley Conference. I hear from recruits all the time, Coach, I'm really looking to go to a Power 5 conference. And I start laughing, and I tell them, well, you're talking to a school right now that's in a Power 5 conference, albeit Division II.
Right.
But the GLVC across the board in all sports is one of, if not the best conference in all of the country in Division II. And there's a lot of great quality baseball for sure, as you know, playing in it yourself.
Yep, absolutely, man. All right, we're going to go to a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. And, man, kudos to Tommy, Lisa Kamak. They came out to the Blue Island Christmas Light Parade. on Saturday. It was a huge success, and a lot of it has to do with them, and they're just so loyal to come back and spread some holiday cheer in Blue Island. So thanks to them. Remember, 3 locations: Mokina, Tinley Park, Orland Park. Great stocking stuffer, gift card, all kinds of good stuff. So we come back more with Lewis University baseball coach Tim McDonough. Stay tuned.
At Lisa Thomas Salon, we think loving yourself and your selfie starts with the perfect stylist. That's why we've assembled an amazing team, each with a unique passion for beauty, providing the perfect combination of innovation and experience. Then adding just a little bit of fun. For hair, skin, nails, and makeup, no one does beautiful like Lisa Thomas, because life's too exciting to settle for the same old thing. Schedule today at Lisa Thomas Salon, a Redken Elite partner with 3 area locations.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's is a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
If you're suffering from physical pain, nothing else matters. The one thing that should is Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, because experience never mattered more. Serving the community for 25 years with over 90 years of combined orthopedic experience, our fellowship-trained surgeons provide individualized care to those suffering from orthopedic pain. We deliver comprehensive care from diagnostic to surgical to rehabilitative services, all under one roof in each of our locations. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, bringing university-level orthopedic care close to home.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, we are at Labriola Restaurant, 3011 Butterfield Road, Oak Brook. Our guest, Lewis University baseball coach, Tim McDonough. All right, Tim. Well, you know, the Flyer family, which I'm a part of, I'm an 89 grad, and Irish O'Reilly was my coach during my career at Lewis, and he passed away recently. And, you know, I have nothing but great experiences at my time at Lewis, and you succeeded him as coach. And what was it like kind of taking over for him? I mean, he was such a successful guy, and he was big time into just college baseball overall. What type of impact did he kind of make on you?
It was nerve-wracking,
Yeah.
you know, taking over that job for, you know, I grew up in the area, and, you know, Irish that's who, when I played high school ball, that's who you wanted to come out to your games.
Yep.
I mean, you guys had it rolling, you know, I mean, way back in the 60s and 70s they did, but I graduated Lawrence in 91, so that was like right in the middle of his run.
Yeah.
And I mean, so it was humbling for me to be, you know, succeeding him. And, you know, a funny story, I haven't told too many people this, but my first day on the job was August 8th, 2007. Phone rings, and it's Irish. And he calls me and he wishes me good luck, and he was supportive throughout. And just having that, you know, that first day on the job when you're trying to find, you know, your way as a first-year head coach, and to have an icon like Irish call you and offer his support was huge.
Yeah, and he loved that program, man. He was all about Lewis. All right, so you've been involved in this recruiting game as a head coach at Lewis for 11 seasons. This is going to be your 12th season. I know prior to that you were at North Central, correct?
Kishwaukee as well.
So
Yep.
you're well versed in this. So how has this situation changed, the recruiting game changed?
We don't have enough time, Pat, to talk about that. It has changed. Social media, YouTube, analytics, travel baseball, high school baseball. It's good. It's good and it's bad, and it's always been good and bad. There's always been challenges, and there's always been pros and cons to all the new innovations in recruiting and all that stuff. And rankings and all that. And, you know, as a coach, you just have to adjust and adapt to it, and find ways to connect to kids maybe now a little bit differently than you could 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. That's the abbreviated version.
Yeah, it is the abbreviated version, right? For sure.
All right, in regards to Lewis, I mean, and if you have never been out to Lewis, beautiful campus. I mean, it's a charming campus, and it's state-of-the-art, facilities. What has you most excited about Lewis now and going into the future? Not only from a baseball standpoint, but from just a school campus aspect.
Right. Well, as you said, I mean, the first response we get from anybody who's on campus is, "Wow, I had no idea this was here."
Right.
And it's beautiful. I mean, the awards that campus wins for just how the campus looks and presents itself, I can't even count. So that's the first thing, and that's great because there's an emotional connection right there from families when they step on the campus. But as you said, the school academically is top notch, and I'm not going to go through all the different programs we have, but we offer over 80 undergraduate majors. Certainly aviation is what we're kind of known for, but business and education and criminal justice, our nursing program is very highly ranked. So there's so many opportunities there, and to have something close near especially for those students that want to stay kind of close to home or in the Midwest. And as you know, being an alum, Pat, it's not a huge school. We're about 6,500 students. It's a mid-sized school. But it's amazing to me how once you step on campus or once you go there, how many people that have a connection to it in some way, shape, or form. So, and as you know, a lot of times it's not what you know, it's who you know. And Lewis, there's a lot of alums, and there's a big alumni connection to Lewis for sure.
Absolutely, man. Networking and all that stuff, man. But yeah, if there's something you want to get involved professionally as an undergrad, Lewis offers it. You know what I mean? And you mentioned a lot of them. So, so what leads you to believe this team can make a run at the GLVC championship? You think this team is built for that, or you feel like maybe you're a year or two away from that, or what?
No, I mean we're built for it. Again, I know our record last year wasn't great, but it was a historically good year in our league, especially at the top. And I don't know what every other team has. It's going to be very competitive again. It always is with the top teams in the league.
But you like what you have.
But I like what I have. I'll take this group against any team. We've played teams that were ranked top 5 in the country, and we've competed with them even in the last 2 years when we struggled a little bit record-wise. But with our senior class, with some of the new guys we have experience. And I know this sounds like a coaching cliche, but like this fall, there's a renewed kind of energy with the guys that they're all pulling the chain the same direction and with the same might. So I'm expecting us to make some noise, and there's no reason why we can't hoist that trophy at the end of the year.
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention, as we look ahead to next year, you're getting Angelo Cantello, a Blue Island guy, a Marian Catholic guy, senior this year. He's coming on board, and that's just great to see a local kid like that taking a step to Lewis.
For sure, and we've got, because we haven't gotten all the paperwork in, I can't reveal all the names, but we've got 7 or 8 guys committed. We've got Patrick Keaty from South Elgin, Jake Caraba, a great pitcher out of Neuqua Valley. You mentioned Angelo out of Marion, and we've got other guys on board that, this is a strong recruiting class coming in. So that's why I'm smiling tonight. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good place. It's December. We haven't lost any games yet, but certainly the future looks bright for Flyers. Yeah.
Great. All right. Well, when I was there, Timmy, it was. We wanted to beat St. Francis, St. Xavier. Are those still the rivals for you, or is it kind of a little different now?
Yeah, they are, but because we're Division II and their NAIA doesn't have the same kind of feel as it does. The unfortunate closing of St. Joe's College in Rensselaer, that was our rival, and obviously that school is closed down. So they're all our rivals.
Yeah, everyone's your rival. That's good. That's good, man. All right, Timmy, thanks for coming on board, man. Glad to have you, my man. Good luck to the Flyers this season. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We are going to go to an athletics, sports, and orthopedic physical therapy timeout. But don't go anywhere, folks. We've got a good one still going for you here. We're going to have Anna Camillus, Director of Sales at Labriola Restaurant Group, as our next guest. Talk a little bit about Labriola, Stan's Donuts. We're going to have some food in front of us. Stay tuned. Athletic Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy is a 2,200 square foot facility that includes the latest in rehabilitation equipment, including the HydroTrack underwater treadmill. All therapists at Athletics are experienced and offer hands-on treatment for patients that require such therapy. Whether it's your feet, ankles, knees, hips, lower back, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck or jaw, Athletics is here to help. We at Athletics understand you as a patient have the right to choose where you receive treatment. Ask your physician if Athletics, with locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park, is right for you. Whether you're in the mood for a Chicago-style hot dog, Italian beef sandwich, Philly cheesesteak, or charbroiled cheeseburger, Joey's Red Hots has you covered. In the mood for something lighter, Joey's Salads promises to hit the spot. Looking to cool off on a hot day or after a workout? Joey's refreshing homemade Italian ice will satisfy. Come check out Joey's Red Hots at 17400 Wolf Road in Orland Park or at 115th Street and Western Avenue in the Beverly community, where they're open until 5 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. No matter which location you visit, Joey's Red Hots promises to provide exceptional tasting food at an affordable price.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show. Thanks to Lewis University baseball coach Tim McDonough for being our guest. Now we've got from the Labriola Restaurant Group, Anna Camillus as our next guest. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for having us again.
Thank you. Thanks for coming here.
All right. Well, we love this place, obviously. Chief Doughboy, a Blue Island guy. And we should mention your hours. Every day, right? 7 days a week. Pretty much the same. 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m., correct?
11.
11. Okay.
Open 11.
All right, let's start. The holidays
Weekend's
are
a little
upon us.
longer, depending on
Weekend's a little longer,
how the
right?
bar's going.
Get your weekend on, right? All right, so holidays are upon us. Let's talk about some of these promotions you have on. I know you got a nice gift card promotion and some private party offerings, correct?
We sure do. So we have beautiful private party rooms. We have one that could fit 100. We have our beautiful tented space, enclosed and heated. We have our smaller private room for just your little intimate boardroom gathering. We have our number one promotion this month is if you buy $100 worth of gift cards, you get $20 free, and you get to use it whenever there's no blackout dates, there's no expirations. We're not like you have to use it now. It's for you. You take care of it when you want it.
Nice. It's a great promotion. It's a great stocking stuffer.
And now every Monday all year long so far, we have our BOGO, which is buy one pizza, get one.
Yeah.
So people are loving Mondays.
Oh, how are you not loving it? And
You
we're
don't want to
taping
cook on a
Monday.
Monday. I know, and it's it's out there. They've been going all day.
And look at that meatball pie right here.
Just a little pizza here,
Just
not a big deal.
little pizza, but
all
it's
the
delicious,
food groups,
right?
all the food groups. There's your vegetables.
Yep, got a little bit of everything.
A little bit of protein. You got your
right?
protein in there. You got your fresh cheese.
And we do have some braciole right here, which is outstanding.
Braciole is one of our signature dishes, one of Rich's favorites.
Yep.
And it's become the number one dinner choice here. People
Nice.
really love it. As is our cacio de pepe is. It's very rare to find a good cacio de pepe in the city, and it's a simple dish, but it's not a simple dish because you have to do it right. The cheese has to be right, the cream has to be right, your pepper on top has to be right.
But this is right, let me tell you, folks.
It's beyond right. Yeah.
It's very right.
Yeah, that's one thing we do right. So.
All right, so we talked about some of the specials during the week, and we also have to talk about Wednesdays, right? Because Wednesdays have price bottles.
Wednesdays
of wine,
we have half price bottle of wine. We do. But we have a very famous ladies' night going on here.
Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday, we partner up with different vendors, whether it is a nail place or tomorrow night we have Waxing the City coming in, the girls. So you can get a little eyebrow waxing done, tweaking for the holidays, prizes galore, and the grand prize that all the ladies wait for is the Christian Louboutin shoes. Every Tuesday, ladies. Or gentlemen
Tuesday.
For your ladies.
Right.
You'll be the best husband. The
what a
best
gift.
husband on the block, right? You come home with those red bottoms.
That's right, and it's Christmas time. You don't have to say that you want them. Just tell your significant other, hey, you paid whatever for them, right?
We'll help you out. We'll help you out.
And you guys do have now, don't you have a pizza salad combo for lunch,
We
correct?
do. We're doing a slice of pizza and a side of salad. We're offering it also if you want to take it to go, you want to have it here, you want to add a drink to it. it's up to you, but it's a nice little everyday combo.
Yeah, so that's a very, very nice program you have.
Sometimes if you're by yourself, you don't want a whole pizza.
Right.
I mean, you do want it, but what are you going to do with it all day? So you take that little piece, and you salad, and you feel good about yourself.
And you back it up with a little baguette, Rich's famous bread, nothing better than that baguette, that's for sure. All right, so you've known Rich for a while, and Rich has been, and I've known him for 45 years here, and he's done a phenomenal job.
I'm only half your age, so I don't know what you're talking about.
And we should mention, grew up on the east side.
I did grow up on the east side. I did.
That's awesome,
man. A fellow South Sider. I tried Rich's bread about 18 years ago. I thought it was the best bread I ever had, and I've been eating Rich's bread for 18 years, and
yeah,
I feel like I'm at Alcoholics Anonymous, but for bread. So it's really good.
It's very addictive. It is very addictive. Really, I have a nice baguette in my car as we speak. So,
as well as our donuts, our pizza dough. I can't,
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, Stan's Donuts. You got Labara. You've got Labriola Bakery Cafe. A couple locations. So yeah, it's a phenomenal family restaurant group, man. And it's everything's quality and everything's from scratch.
We're hands-on. We have a scratch kitchen. Everything is, made fresh daily. So if you call and you want, 300 cookies in an hour, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
It's just fresh.
Right.
There's no preservatives. It's quality.
Right. There's plenty of fast food joints you could hit up and down Butterfield if that's what you're looking for.
Fast.
Right? We're fast.
We're good.
Right. That's right. Fast and good. Right. Okay. All right, Anna. Well, thank you for coming on board.
So welcome.
Have a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you. You too.
Happy New Year, and you tell Chief Doughboy the same for me. Though I'll definitely talk to him at some point here. Okay. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, folks, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout right now. We return, little high and tight, players of the week. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
At Lisa Thomas Salon, we think loving yourself and your selfie starts with the perfect stylist. That's why we've assembled an amazing team, each with a unique passion for beauty, providing the perfect combination of innovation and experience. Then adding just a little bit of fun. For hair, skin, nails, and makeup, no one does beautiful like Lisa Thomas, because life's too exciting to settle for the same old thing. Schedule today at Lisa Thomas Salon, a Redken Elite partner with 3 area locations.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Again, we're at Labara Restaurant, 3011 Butterfield Road, Oak Brook. Thanks to Anna, Chief Doughboy, everybody for the accommodations. It was outstanding. All right, here we go. Players of the Week, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week, Paul Zielinskis of Richards, averaged 25.5 points to lead the Bulldogs to the District 218 Tip-Off Classic. We're going to hook up Paul with a nice $25 gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe. And the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week, hooking up stag forward Sydney Downs. She scored 16 points to lead the Chargers to a 69-66 win over Link Wayne West. We'll hook her up with a nice gift certificate. Compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon. Folks, have a great week. We will see you next week.